Rolando Romero, Unplugged on Ryan Garcia. Watch people start putting Unplugged in their title because Boxingego did it. He goes in on Ryan Garcia. He goes in on Oscar De La Hoya. He goes in on DAZN. Let's hear what he had to say. Ryan says, F Princess Ryan Garcia. So he didn't waste no time. He said, F Princess Ryan Garcia, F Oscar De La Fishnets, and F DAZN, the idiots streaming network out there, for wasting my time and, more importantly, wasting the entire boxing world's time. It's disgusting to see how you guys do business. Then trying to go behind my back, offering Pitbull Cruz an offer, then claiming that I priced myself out. Y'all effed up. Now it's Rolly versus Pitbull Cruz on Amazon Prime, the largest network in boxing history. This fight is an explosion. Now, Rolly definitely not afraid to voice his thoughts, definitely not afraid to speak his mind. He goes in absolutely on Oscar, Ryan, and DAZN. He says they are a waste of time and they're cap artists, basically. And then after he posted this flyer of him and Pitbull Cruz. Listen, boxing 2024, let's be brutally honest, has been off to a rocky start. Rocky like Balboa. Hey, let me tell you something you already know, kid. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbow. It's a media group play. Do you understand me? It's been rocky. You can win. Hey, what do you want me to do? Beat Apollo. It's almost borderline unwatchable right now because it's like one big high school. All a bunch of gossip, more talk, less actual fights, less business being done, and the fights ain't happening. You got Ryan Garcia, who is one fight removed from the Tank Davis knockout, and Ryan Garcia, he fought Oscar Duarte. Kind of a weird performance, like especially when he got into doing the great value shoulder roll. You know, I thought he'd think he was, I don't know, going to basketball games with Floyd Mayweather. He tried something new. That was weird because he was in kind of control of the fight until he started changing it up and going against the grain, doing stuff that he's not known for, nor did his trainer, Derek James, instruct him to do, right? You got to listen to your corner. So that was a weird move. But nonetheless, he beat Duarte by knockout. Now everyone's hyped to see Ryan Garcia try to get back to the promised land in terms of big fights. And one after another, for whatever reason, these fights keep falling apart. A name that was talked about was Devin Haney. And I said in my past videos that it's a smart move if he doesn't fight Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is a skilled operator. He's a champion, and stylistically, Devin Haney's a problem to everyone. So Ryan Garcia, one fight removed from a Tank knockout. If he wanted to fight Rolly and try to get that belt, which would be a sure shot, kind of an action fight, versus Devin Haney, you're going to have to use your brains to beat him, right? And I'm not saying that's not the case with Rolly, because you have to stay away from his power and its own inherent dangers. But most people have Devin Haney somewhere on the pound for pound list, and a lot of people think Rolly didn't win his last fight to become a champion. So completely different fights. So I wasn't mad at Ryan Garcia for keeping it real and saying that he wanted to fight Rolly, because it's still a title opportunity. So you didn't fight Devin Haney. And again, I understood it because people keep saying they want to see the best versus the best, but Ryan, one fight from the Tank loss. Is he really at his best, you know, in terms of facing a Devin Haney? Probably not. So get some more fights in, especially since it's a new division. And Devin looked so well versus Regis Prograis. I was there. So it's not really an issue with him. It's more so Ryan Garcia needs to, you know, perfect things and listen to his coach. And he's the guy with the loss. So he kind of has to build back a little bit. And this is kind of what he said post-fight. So I wasn't mad at Ryan Rolly. But now Rolly's saying, F Princess Ryan Garcia, F De La Hoya, and F DAZN, which is the worst streaming network ever. And now Rolly is saying basically he wants to fight Pitbull Cruz, which I'm not mad at that fight either. If he's not going to fight Barroso, then Pitbull Cruz would be another big fight. So I'm not mad at really any of these fights. You see, it's like those old westerns where they say this town ain't big enough for the both of us, boy. Right? 140 is looking way too crowded, and I want to see some of these fights happen so we can start eliminating people and, you know, consolidating the belt, and the belt are in the hands of fewer fighters and things like that. That's how you develop clarity for the division. But now Ryan and Rolly, which could have been a big fight, and I knew there were some inherent issues in making that fight, doesn't look like it's going to happen next. So I would say this is a bad look for Ryan Garcia, because you're with Golden Boy. You don't seem to like Golden Boy. You go against everything that Golden Boy says, and Devin fight falls apart. Now the Rolly fight falls apart, and then Ryan goes to social media and he's saying, I don't need you. So he's already said, I don't need Devin. He already said he doesn't need Rolly, and he says he doesn't need Pitbull Cruz. And on top of it, he turned down a fight with Jose Ramirez after Oscar De La Hoya recommended it, which is what I posted here. Ryan Garcia shuts down Oscar's offer of Jose Ramirez. So now it's getting to the point, is like, who do you want to fight? Like, Oscar offers up a brand new signee, and this is what Ryan said. No Ramirez, sorry, that's just not going to happen right now. Let me make that clear. So Golden Boy's trying to give you that fight at 140. No. Make sure you guys follow. Help me get to, on the page, 50,000 followers. It's very easy. My threads and my IG at Boxingego1. You could also go to my link tree, click the button, and all the links are there. All the ways to donate and affiliate links. You see at the top, you can click on the YouTube, the Gram, the X, the threads, everything. Super convenient. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Various channel. Who does Ryan Garcia truly want to fight? Now, before I conclude this video, now a word from the channel sponsor of today's video. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Now, Ryan posted a tweet on X, and he basically said that I don't need you, Pitbull Cruz. I don't need Rolly. I'm looking for it, and it looks like it has actually been deleted. I don't know what prompted him to delete it, but all of a sudden it's disappeared. But I know I seen it. I should have screenshotted it. What's up with these fighters posting stuff, typing, and then all of a sudden deleting it? I never really understood that. I don't understand what's up with that trend of fighters doing that. Like, I find that really weird with this generation. It seems to be a complete and utter waste of time, unless there's some secret meaning or reality. I don't see how people have time to type words on, not on paper, but digitally, and then erase all traces of it. I really am not understanding that post and delete cycle. There's a lot of fighters that I've seen that are doing that. Gervonta Davis might have been the first person that I've seen doing it, but then now you've seen a bunch of fighters doing it where, like me, I don't know. I think I'm old school, so I'm from a different cloth. I live by a different credo. If I post it, I meant it. If I said it, I meant it. There ain't no going back. Like, the only way I can be changed in this world is if the world changed me. Like over time, my opinion changes. Like, for example, when I was a kid, I was such a huge Mike Tyson fan. Hi, it's me, Mike Tyson. Watch my fight with Peter McNeely. I'm coming. I'm going to come and get him. I'm going to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. Right? I was such a Tyson guy, pause, where I really didn't like Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? Same thing musically. Tupac is my favorite artist of all time. So that being said, I didn't even really rock with some of the like Mobb Deep and Jay-Z. It was later in life where I started to, go back through their catalog after the East Coast, West Coast beef, because I'm out here in California too. So I wasn't even giving those guys a chance because Pac didn't like them. And so it just turned me off from their music at that specific space. Even though I will admit, it's weird, the main guy he had beef with, Biggie, I always liked Biggie. But you guys get what I'm saying. But that was when I was a kid, you know what I mean? That this was going on. Like your mind's not fully developed to interpret certain things, and maybe you don't have the maturity at that space. But we're talking about grown men who are posting a bunch of stuff to only later delete it. I don't really get it. Like, at the end of the day, for me, I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess you could say. But then again, there's a lot of things on social media that just ain't for me. So all in all, I don't really know the direction of what Ryan even wants at this point. Like, who do you want to fight, given the fact that every fight seems to keep falling apart? Whether it's Rolly, Devin, a fight with Jose Ramirez a day after De La Hoya says it, fights with whoever, he's saying I don't need Pitbull Cruz. So it's like, what planet is Ryan Garcia on? Who does he want to fight? Like, I can't wait to see what's next for him because this looks extremely difficult. Ryan's also pulled out of fights in the past for anxiety and things like that. So this is not really helping. And then if Rolly does fight Pitbull Cruz, sign me up. I like the fight. I think it's a great fight. And I think it'll be a great addition to Amazon Prime if they can get that on their schedule. So what is DAZN going to do? What is their answer? Because they lost Canelo. They lost a lot of their stars. And, they're talking about raising the price again. What fights are you going to make? Because that's what ultimately matters. And for Ryan Garcia, he seems to be turning down a lot or moving past a lot, feeling like, oh, I need this money or whatever is causing these fights to collapse. But they're going to have to sort through this. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to my channel. Best in the business, and it's not even close. Let me know your opinion. Drop that in the comment section.